Hey everyone, Seal here, back cooking again. So this time we are going to make Kay's fish finger pie. So here we got a rack of fish fingers. We call them fish sticks here. We're using this kind. Not a sponsor. We're gonna make two versions of this. We're gonna make her version, and we're gonna do it another way that we think will be kind of an improvement. So we're gonna have two fish finger pies. Alright, these spud potatoes are now done. We're gonna get them in a bowl. So in one bowl we're gonna do it her way, and in the other we're gonna do it our way. Alright tubes, I got the potatoes separated. So this one we're gonna do Kay's way. So what she does is she uses margarine. So she kind of just gets a chunk in there, and then some milk. As far as she shows, she does not season it with anything. So we'll just give that a mash. And there, that's Kay's done. So now for ours, we're gonna add just about like 2 tablespoons of melted butter. Butter, not margarine. And next we're just gonna add a splash of milk because we want it more buttery than milky. So next we're gonna do vegetable seasoning. So this one pretty much has everything: onion, garlic, red bell pepper, carrots, tomatoes, salt, pepper. So all in one. It's very good. It's from a Clubhouse, not a sponsor. It'll mash up real good. Look at that. Look how creamy that is. There, now potatoes are done. Now comes the assembling part. Alright, fish sticks are done. I got 5 in our dish here, as you can see. So now she cutted them up. So I don't have any, like, she uses a casserole dish, but I don't have any because I don't know, I'm a dude and we don't really ever make casseroles. We're dudes who just love our cakes. There, I got them all cutted up. So next is we have to add beans on top. We warmed it up in the microwave. Just a little bit over. There's not a lot of juice in these, so you gotta make sure you get a lot of juice. See, there's not a lot of juice. So next we gotta cover it with our spud potatoes. I'll try to just even it out here. It's gonna be a little weird because it's a different shape, but it should be okay. Alright, so now I'm just gonna add some little decorative lines. And there you have it, a fish finger pie. At least Kay's version. So let's get started on the other one. So this one will be our way. We're gonna use pretty much the exact same. We're just gonna do it in a different way that we think is a little bit better. So instead of cutting them up, we're going to do a layer of fish fingers on the bottom. There, see, like this. Nice even coverage so that every piece has some fish in it. So next is what I think she probably most likely didn't do, was salt. Whenever you have something breaded, you need to salt it. So next we're going to add these beans again, the same ones. Try to get an even layer here. And then of course, nice creamy potatoes on top. Just gonna scrape all these in there. Alright, now all the potatoes are in, just spread them. Nice even, another layer. So that's what we were thinking about. That's what we were thinking of, having layers, like actual layers in this, because that's what it kind of looks like she was trying to do. Again, just add decorative lines. Alright, so one last thing we're gonna do that she didn't do, and she can't do because her son Lee, who appears in her videos, actually can't have cheese, but we can, so we're gonna add cheese on top.
So how it is right now, it's already gonna be really good, but we're just adding some extra just for us.
I just believe that this should be part of the recipe, cheese on top. Because why else are you putting it back in the oven for? There, nice little bit of cheese, good little flavor with the potatoes. That's perfect right there. Look at that cute little thing. It's heavy too. Alright, is it done? So she didn't say what temperature she cooks it at, so we're gonna do 375 just until the cheese is melted.
Alright, so when you think of a tropical cocktail, you think pina colada, maybe a hurricane, but there's so much more interesting tropical cocktails than that. So today I'm going to make something that fits with the theme of our fish. It's called the mermaid water. It's a simple rum blue cocktail. Actually, it turns kind of green, you'll see. So we'll start with half an ounce of lime juice. Use fresh if you can. Half an ounce of blue curacao. 1 ounce of coconut rum. So you can use Malibu if you want, but I like my cocktails a little stronger, so I like getting the Captain Morgan coconut rum. 2 ounces of spiced rum. I'm using Captain Morgan. Try to get a light spiced rum. Don't do a dark one like Kraken. It'll affect the color too much. And that's it. Now you shake over ice. Now you pour over fresh ice. And then now you get a greenish bluish color. Looks like the Caribbean. So like I said, don't use a dark spiced rum because you might affect the color. And there you go, mermaid water. Yeah, it's just a great tropical cocktail, great for the summer. For me, because I used the coconut rum, it's a little strong, but that's how I like it. But if you use a Malibu, it'll definitely even it out more. So from the start, you get the spiced rum. It's only because it's a very strong one. It mixes with the coconut rum and the pineapple very well, and you get the lime in there. It's just a very nice, flavorful cocktail.
Well, here they are. So I smell the beans, but bro says he smells more potatoes. So we left them in for 10 minutes. That melted cheese on this one nicely, and it, I don't know, did something to this one. So it's get a piece, try it out. We're gonna start with K's, of course. Yeah, very exciting. So you don't really see any layers, it kind of just all mixes together because the fish sticks all cut up. Let's give this a little try. To all aspiring chefs in Decay, please season food. Salt and pepper sometimes just isn't enough. Experiment with, like you even saw, like with what we used, the vegetable seasoning. Please use something, because it is the blandest shit I've ever tasted. There's no flavor at all. Yeah, it's kind of into ours. I need something to cleanse my palate here. Look at that. You can definitely see the layers more in this one.
Oh, it smells better too. Damn.
So make this clear. When I say season, I don't mean douse things in seasoning. I mean just experiment with different flavors and actually add things to recipes. That's what I kind of mean by that. So let's try ours here. Already looks so much better. And I'm not gonna dock it for not having cheese because I understand like some people just can't have cheese. So I'm not gonna say anything about that. It's just the seasoning. Oh, the potatoes with the seasoning and the fish actually having salt on it. It's nice. People don't realize how important salt is.
Do the beans get in there?
A little bit, yeah. Not too much. Just enough, I think. Alright, for contrast, let's have a little bit more verza. There's no fish stick in here. Where is it? Ah, here's one. Alright, so this does not get a seal of approval. It is the blandest thing I've ever tasted. I think if it just had a little bit of anything, it would have been. I think it would have gotten a seal of approval, but overall, I think because of the fish sticks being cut up and there's not really a lot, it's mostly just potatoes and beans. So I'm gonna have to say no on this one. And then ours, I don't know if we really could say. I don't really know if we should do super approval for like what the versions we make, but for hers, no, it doesn't. Cecil, yes, he doesn't really want it. But otherwise, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Subscribe and all that.